My peoples, welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat. How you all doing? How are we doing today? It is a Saturday. It is a Saturday, and I'm feeling good, 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 good. How is everybody doing this amazing Saturday? How y'all doing? Mr. Fulton Mars, welcome to the live, to the chat. Keita May, what is going on? How you doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat. Tony Damien, I have missed you. I have missed you terrorizing me in the lives in a lovely and sweet way. How you doing? I actually heard you say that you were going to the pharmacy for the first time in a while. Why are you leaving your home though? Why is that happening, Tony Damien? Rebel Rocker! Yeah! Welcome to the live, welcome to the chat. My brother Carolina, Hilly Billy 1961. You were talking about something that fascinates me, which is the spirit, the ghosts, and the paranormal, brother. And I had wanted to say to you, I think I typed it, but you didn't get to see it. I had wanted to say to you, even if there are ghosts or there are these things, I think I am far more terrified of living human beings than I am of all these things. Keita, how you doing? Yeah! Tham's World, my brother from another mother, how you doing? Tony. Oh, he injured. Oh, he needed meds. Okay, how is he feeling? Is he feeling better? Darwin Digital, what a guan. How come? Penis Habit. Hello, bro. First time here. Welcome to the live, Penis Habit. Welcome to the chat. How to Garden. Listen, that name intrigues me. How to Garden. I have a huge backyard farm in my yard. We grow everything. We grow yam, we grow bananas, plantain, we grow ackee, we grow avocado, we grow pineapples, you name it, we have it in my backyard. So I'm big on that. Welcome to the live, welcome to the chat. You all know you are in a safe space. Tony Damon, he's feeling a little better. I am so happy to hear that. I'm sorry that he got injured. My people's Arlene Verdida, Queen Aisha. Oh my goodness, my peoples. Carolina Hillybilly. So I was saying to you, bro, seriously, Jamaicans are very, very superstitious. If you don't know, it's your first time in the live. My name is Peter Lloyd. This is Blacklight Records YouTube channel. We come to you live every day at 5:30 p.m. from the stunningly beautiful Montego Bay, Jamaica, man. Jamaica. Yes, man. Jamaicans, Nell Court, how are you? What's going on in? How to Grow says I grow a lot of some things. I'm in Florida. Woo, where in Florida are you? My mom is in Dade County. That's where she is. Pretty scary place to be right now. But I am so happy to meet a fellow grower because, it's so cool. Come on, Read Unstoppable. Happy Saturday to you. Nelcourt says storm today. You had you're having a storm now, or you had one earlier today. I hope you are all right. Miss UB's Musica. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're all live, feeling good in the hood. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat. It is always a joy to have you, my friends, my family here. No drama today. No drama today. Yesterday I did my first unplanned silent stream, and it was kind of cool. Nelcourt says, oh yeah, for Desert Rain. Oh, okay, cool. How to Garden says about an hour and a half north of Dade County. I think I know exactly from where you speak. Musica. Penis Habit says, Aisha, hello. Kimon, Read Unstoppable. I'm watching and listening, Peter Lloyd. I'm okay. It is always a joy to have you here in the live in the chat. Madonna Friedman in the building. Madonna, strike a pose. Strike a pose. Vogue. Madonna, do you know that song? Strike a pose. Strike a pose. Oh, I love that song. Madonna says, hope you are safe, Nell. I hope you are safe too, my brother. Rebel Rocker, we got to do some like real rock out stuff for you. There's this band, this rock band that I love, and for some reason, the name is not coming back to me, but it will. Aisha says, Tony Damian, what's going on? She didn't say that. She said, what's going on? Dallas County Scratches, my brother from another mother, says, if no one has told you today that you are loved, let me be the first to tell you that I love you, and so does God. Please tell someone you don't know that they are loved, because it could be their last. I love when you say this in the chat. Love it, love it, love it. Love all of you. You know that. You know the entire, if this is your first time here, let me say you are in a safe space. This is about brotherhood and sisterhood. This is about us encouraging each other to be the best that we can be. This is about you feeling and knowing that you are amazing, you're awesome, you're magical, you are special. That is the entire purpose of my life for the last 15 years of my life. People, I went to the gym today and I had a great workout. It was very, very good today. Okay. Rebel Rock says, I love everyone. I know you do. Sam's Ross says, I love you, Rebel. You are all such remarkable people. Madonna Freeman said, yes, sure do. You know the song. You know, I kind of realized that there's a delay. Is this normal, by the way? There's a delay in what I'm reading, you know, what you're typing, because I tend to just, you know me, I just kind of just go. Yes, Dallas County Scratches says, we are all awesome and we are all greatness. Greatness personified, magic itself, amazing, awesome human beings. Penis Habit, thanks Aisha, I'm already connected to you. I love to hear my brothers and sisters reaching out with so much love to each other. And let me say, if you are not certain that I'm Jamaican, let me say, man, yes, welcome to the island, welcome to Jamaica. I hope say everything good on the island, you know, all right. Yes, Aya, we love say on the day I spend little time with Aya and I. We love that. So big up and bless up to the whole out now. Yes, Aya, big up. What me say? Me love you no. Me love you no bad. Jamaicans tend to do that. Jamaicans will say, I love you bad. Or we say, listen, you're going to fall down. People, you cannot fall up. Okay? Ruth Daly, what is going on? Penis Habit says, first time here, but love you host. You know something we should all tell her right now? Why she's here in the live. I'm cray. I'm a little cray. Everybody here knows this. So if you are, it's the first time here, be prepared for this. You know, I try desperately to be the kind of host that does this. Hello, it's wonderful to have you here in the live. My name is Peter Lloyd. Welcome to another wonderful evening where we will share and we will discuss these amazing, life-giving frequencies. Joy, and happiness. Joy is in the building. Joy and happiness. Joy is in the building, people. Wow, I am feeling good in the neighborhood. Let me tell you something, people. When I do not work out for like 2 or 3 days, I'm in agony. And the thing is, when I go to the gym, I can't lift anything like light. It has to be like really, really heavy. I have to go heavy. So I'm trying to get to that place. I'm trying to get as fit as my sister Aisha, who I love so much. Aisha, I missed you a lot. Aisha, I'm upset with you today. Aisha, I am upset with you. You know, I asked you this morning if you had a live and you didn't answer me. And then my bestie said, hey, hey. Oh, people, my daughter is calling me. Give me 1 second. You know, when she calls, she hung up. She hung up. Aisha, why didn't you tell me about the live? Because I messaged you to ask you, because you know I love your live. Kim Monry says, Pina Habit, hello, welcome to Peter Lloyd family. Yes, you are in family, you are in a safe place. You are okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. Yes. People, we are supposed to be discussing today love. Love, soft as an easy chair. Love, fresh as a morning air. Love that is shared by two. I have found in you like a rose. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Aisha, come sing this with me. But a chair is not a house, and the house is not a home when there's no one there to hold you tight and no one there you can kiss good night. We are going to be discussing a little later on today Bridget Clark. Bridget, baby girl. Bridget. Welcome to the live, welcome to the chat. Joy, how you doing? Aisha, you did not answer me. Why didn't you send me my link today? Because I missed your live, and I love your live. Yeah, people, so I had a great workout today. I worked out yesterday, and I normally break in between workouts, right? And today I got up and I said, hey, I'm going to go to the gym every day for the next 5-6 days. You know, I'm trying to get the guns up. See, the guns are coming, people. They're coming. They're not quite there yet. Well, actually, they're very far away from being there, but that's our secret. Yeah, Madonna. Oh, my goodness. Sam's Rose says, the people I show love to only want more. It's breaking me down. I have a hard time saying no. We are going to be talking about that later on today. There's a complex that some reference as a Jesus complex. They really call it a messianic complex. That is people who believe that it is their job to save everyone that they meet, everyone that they come across. So we're going to be discussing that as we go through this entire process a little later on when we talk about love. And we're talking about romantic love. We're talking about friendship. We're talking about, love in terms of family, etc. So we're going to be talking about all of that in a bit, but I got to get warmed up, people. I got to get warmed up. And, since we're going to sing, I've been singing this song every day for the last week. But I'm going to be singing it again because I think it is relevant to the topic today. Kimon Reed Unstoppable says, joy, hello. Dre CEO, what's up, bruh? Yes, my brother. Sun's out. The guns are out. Look at it. Dre, look at this. Look. Dre, see? Look, Dre. Are you seeing that? I'm getting there, bruh. I'm getting there. If it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? Why does it feel so sad? Keita May says, I don't understand when you give your all and do more effort for something, but get nothing in return and waste your own time trying to receive something back. We are definitely going to be talking about that too. Because Keita May, that could be a result of several very, very basic things. But we're going to be talking about that in a minute. But you know me, girls. You know me, boys. You know me, kings and queens. I got to get all warmed up. I got to get to that place when I'm ready. Good morning, evening, friends. This is your friendly announcer. I have serious news to pass on. to everybody what I'm about to say, could lead to world disaster, could change your joys and laughters into tears and pain. That love's in need of love today. Yeah. Don't delay, send your living right away. Hate's going round and breaking many hearts. Stop it please, before it goes too far. Hey, ooh, ooh. My brother from another mother, the great one. The TR show is in the building. Everybody show TR some love. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat, bro. Always a vibe. Always love when you pass through. Love it, love it, love it, love it. How is my sister? Is she good? How is it? How is everybody? It is always a joy to see you all here as we partake in the partakeness of the partaking. Fam's World, you are good people. Penis Habit, in case you have not been told, you are awesome. Everyone here is awesome. In case you have not been told, Penis Habit, you are an awesome, amazing human being. You are greatness personified. You are magical. You are capable of the most remarkable things. Tony Damien, I miss you messing with me in the lives. I just missed you. I'm so happy Sid is feeling a little better. Tell Sid that we're sending him our love. We are sending him our love. We're sending him our love. No doubt. No doubt we are. Candy's World says, hey, everybody. Candy girl. Candy, how you doing? Candy's, I had a girlfriend called Candy. We will have that conversation off here. But it is all good in the hood. I just love to see you all here. And I'm so happy that you chose to take time out of your busy schedule, out of your day to come and spend a little time with me. It's always nice to have you all here because you're just amazing, wonderful people. And the truth is, I spend a lot of time thinking about these lives because it is such a wonderful thing to be with family, and we have to be very careful what we say with family. But at the same time, we have to be honest with our family, right? Dallas County says, if no one has told you today that you are loved, let me be the first to tell you that I love you, and so does God. Please tell someone you don't know that they are loved, because it could be their last. You're all remarkable, remarkable people. Tony Damon says, I will be in the chat. I'm going to shower and change, then I'll be back to pick on you, Peter. Yeah, because I missed you messing with me. I was able to go serious for like 20 straight minutes the other day. I'm going to have a great shower. Candy's World says, I'm doing good, thanks. How is everybody? We are all good in the hood. We are all good, Candy. Candy's girl. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. Candy, we're supposed to be discussing a little later on today in live. We're going to be discussing love. One of the most misunderstood, most complex, most confusing concepts, and at the same time, simplest concepts on the planet. So we're going to be going through a little bit about love, and that love is in need of some love today. Love is in need of love today. Don't delay, send your living right away. Hate's going round and breaking many hearts. Stop it please, before it goes too far. Hey, ooh, ooh. Country Girl 34, aka Kentucky Girl. Hey, welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat. That is such a cool name. Country Girl 34, aka Kentucky Girl. Oh, I love that. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat. Does this mean that you have an accent like my brother from another mother? Carolina Hillbilly. He has a drawl, and I love the drawl. Do you have that southern drawl? Is that what you call it? I hope I'm not offending you in any way because I don't want it. But I love that sound. You know, Jamaican people always say to me, "We love how Jamaicans speak." You know, like when I travel, people say something Jamaican. I'm like, "Yeah, man. Yes, you're good. Everything all right? You good? Yes, I am. Yeah." Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Bye. Sim Siba. Who got the keys to my bima? Oh my, the girls them sugar. Dallas County says, we believe Yeshua is the promised Messiah, come to bring salvation to both Jews and Gentiles. In him all, we as a messianic congregation are in process. We love that. Peter said, don't forget to thumbs up in the live when you come in. Thank you so very, very much. Country Girl 34, aka Kentucky, said, hey ya fams. You see? You said hey ya. I would love to hear you speak. Roxine is in the building. Roxine, everybody say hello to Queen Roxine Nickel. Queen Roxine Nickel has an amazing blog that you should check out. She's a radio personality, radio producer, beauty queen, all around beautiful. I mean, physically gorgeous and spiritually gorgeous human being. Lovely, 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 lovely person. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat. Roxine, is so nice to have you. Marlene Anderson says, peace and love to my best friends of years. Marlene. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat. It is always a joy to have the people I've known for a minute here. Because Marlene, remember, we are both 18 years old. It is so cool to have you here. We're going to be talking a little later on about that topic that we all talk about. You know, we all are familiar with on the edges. We're going to be talking about love, meaning love between partners, love in family, love with friends. We're going to be talking about whether or not love is real, if it's reference, if it's something that we invent, if we have a real concept of love. We'll be getting into that in a little bit. But right now we are warming up. We are saying hello to everyone in the live. Everybody, please show some love. I see you showing love to Roxine. You gotta say hello to Marlene also. These are people I've known for a minute, and they're great people. Wisdom Fortitude is in the building. He says, good evening, Mr. Cray, crazy. I think that's going to be the channel's, the channel's official song. That makes me crazy. That makes me crazy. Probably. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. So think twice. That's my only advice. Wisdom Fortitude. I had no coffee today. No coffee. Peoples, welcome. If you are not sure where you are here at Blacklight Records, your host. My name is Peter Lloyd. I am speaking to you from the beautiful town of Montego Bay in the most beautiful place on earth. We call this Jamaica, man. Welcome to Jamaica, man. Happy that all of you decide to come and spend a little time with I and I. Love say una there. Welcome, people. Una good? Everybody good? Una all right? Yes, I am. Simba, who got the keys to my bima? Who am I? The girls, them Roxine says, love you. I'm actually blushing. Love you too. Hercules. SF Roses in the building. I've been kissed by a rose from the grave. I've been kissed by a rose. Oh, hey sis, what's up? What's guanin, guanin, guanin? It's always a joy to have you here. Love you all, love you all. Thank you so much for making it my live. Remember, you are in a safe space. This is all family. We love you. We are here to reinforce each other. We are here to build each other up. Our job here, my job for the last 15 years of my life, is to leave a better world, a better group of human beings than the ones I met when I came here. Because I want our children and our children's children to have a better time than we. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Aisha, you remember that? That's Eddie Murphy playing about 10 characters in The Nutty Professor. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. You remember that? It is always so cool to have you here in the live, Aisha. You know what? We're going to do a live and we're going to sing together. Aisha has such a great voice, people. She can seriously sing. You know who can really sing too? Rocker. Let me see. What's my Peaceful Sister? Cause I'm a peaceful woman. I don't believe in doing wrong. Yes, I'm a peaceful woman. I don't believe in doing wrong. And trying again and over the place like a big disgrace. Bless up, Ailey. Blessed art. Welcome to people. My lock, my crown is very long. Let me show you. My crown, I don't know if you can see. My crown is, I can't do it properly because I don't have enough space. But let me try to get some space. But my crown is long. Peaceful Sister's crown is literally at her ankles. Her crown is at her ankles, Peter. People at her ankles. Ruth Daly, how you been? How you doing? How are you? Peter's Habit says, can I request a song? It depends on if I know this song. But of course you can. Ruth Daly, please like and share the stream, please. Oh, that would be nice. Thank you so very much. Yes. Oh, thank you. But you need to see Peaceful Sister's hair. It is beautiful hair. It is remarkable. Candy's word. Candy girl. Candy, how many times have people sang that song to you? I mean, like, if you know, you've been on a date, has a guy tried to sing that to you? Has he? Dallas County Scratchers says, origin of the word love comes from the Middle English word luff, derived from the Old English word lufo, I think. This is akin to Old High German luba and another Old English word luf, which means dare. I didn't know that. Well, I think I had a little bit in my research, but thank you so much. You're always on the Susie. How are you doing, Susie? How are you, my friend? Is everything good? Susie says, I try and go to Gatlinburg and Knoxville every June, Aisha. This year I had to put on because of yeah. Graceland. Love me tender, love me true, never let me go. All I know is I love you. Love me tender, love me true, never let me go. All I know is I love you. Yeah, Elvis. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Peaceful Sister, how you doing? How has life been? How are you? People, it is a tradition here. It is now almost 30 minutes into the live, and I want everyone here in the live to type. And as you type, I want you to all scream it out loud if you are alone. if you are with your partner or your friend, look into their eyes and say to them, if you are alone and you have a mirror in front of you, look into that mirror and say it. Say, I am awesome. I am awesome. Say, I am awesome. I am awesome. I am awesome. Let me see. What am I missing here? Now, I tried to teach my children to love themselves, but they didn't believe me. Hold on. I missed that. That sounded like it was important. I try to teach my children. You see, I'm terrible at this kind of thing. This technology thing, man, and me. I tried to teach my children to love themselves, but they didn't believe me because I did not love myself. So they felt I wasn't sincere. That is a really, really good point. The truth is, people, love is really in need of love today. That's one of the reasons why I keep singing that song in this live. Because what Stevie is saying is actually really true. Good morning, evening, friends. This is your friendly announcer. I have serious news to pass on to everybody. What I'm about to say could lead to world disaster, could change your joys and laughter into tears and pain. That love's in need of love today. Expedition Greg is here. Don't delay. Send your loving right away. Hate's going round and breaking many hearts. Tony Damon is back. Stop it, please, before it goes too far. Hey, I think the first thing that we have to consider when we discuss the topic of love is that it becomes very difficult to love another person if you do not love yourself. It means that unless you have experienced the concept of love of self, I'm not talking about vanity. I'm talking about appreciating who you are and loving who you are. Unless at a very early age you learn to love yourself, then love becomes very difficult as you get older, as you become an adult. It becomes almost elusive. Because then your concept of love becomes something ephemeral. It becomes something like a fantasy. It becomes something that we see on the television, boy meets girl, they look into each other's eyes, they fall in love, and that's it. Or in the fairy tale books that I think have done us more harm than good, the prince kisses the princess and they're happily ever after. And none of those things are true. I think the first thing that we have to do in discussing the concept of love and what we think love is that we have to love ourselves. We have to start right there. Gonna make a change for once in my life. Gonna feel real good. I'm gonna make it different. Gonna make it right. Can't sing Michael Jackson. As I turn up my collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the streets without enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to? For love to be successful in our lives, we have to love ourselves. We actually have to start there. We have to love ourselves. And that, I think, has to be taught to us. And that's a hard one to teach to people. We have to teach ourselves. We have to teach those that are younger, the children around us, what love is. Because love is really in need of love today. Our concept of love has been twisted and turned and, just generally jacked up. Because we have a concept of love that's been given to us as children. We feed this concept to our children about fairy tales. And fairy tales are good in some ways, they're healthy. But we also tell our children, you're going to meet this one person, you're going to fall in love, and you're just going to be happy. I think the fairy tales should start with, hey, you got to love you because you are special, you are remarkable, you're awesome. Because once you love yourself, then many of the things that follow love or our concept of love disappear. You know what I'm talking about? Jealousy, insecurity, all these things. They come about because of our own low self esteem and our own issues with love. Peaceful Sister says, Aisha, the bird fell out of the nest. He picked it up and brought it to me. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Peaceful Sister. I don't know. I mean, I think he was doing something nice, but was the bird dead? I'm sorry, people. I get distracted very easily. Y'all find this out about me very, very quickly as we continue. Like, was the bird dead, Peaceful Sister? Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So that's why we started with that concept of love being in need of love today. And I'm not saying this. I mean, don't understand me. Understand me. I'm not like some super like bright person. I'm just speaking from my own research and my own life and kind of like common sense. It becomes very difficult to love someone if you don't love yourself. If you are very insecure, it creates a huge amount of problems. And if you have, the bird was not dead, Peaceful Sister, or the bird was dead? Which one is it? Candice Ross says, today has been pretty good for me. I actually did a karaoke song. Oh, and upload it because I was in the mood to sing. And oh my gosh, I'm going to go check that out. Aisha says, I understand. It's called Chasing a Squirrel for those of us. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. So this idea of love, the definition of love, and I think the definition, real giveaway guy, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? What's up? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat. We are discussing today love. Love between a man and a woman, love between couples, intimacy. We're also discussing love between family, parents and their children, siblings, cousins, friends. So we are discussing love in a very, very wide and varied sector today. Dallas Country Scratcher says, if we can't love ourselves, how can we love anyone else? It starts in the home. If your parents don't teach you what love is, then you can't love others or anyone else. Yes, and I really think that's a huge issue. Nell Court says, how did you learn to love yourself, Peter? I think I was fortunate, Nell, for two very simple reasons. I think one, my parents were very loving to us. My parents weren't good with each other, but to their children, they were very, very loving. And my father in particular constantly told all of myself and all my siblings, you are special, you are able to do anything, you are unique, you are remarkable. And I think that really impacted my psyche from a child growing up. I actually believe this. I know this to be true. And I think because I was able to see that, wait a minute, I am unique, I'm different, I'm special. Then I started to realize as I got older that I love me and therefore I'm deserving of love. You know that thing we we're talking about yesterday? That if you don't think you're deserving of a thing, that becomes a huge problem. I started to realize that I was deserving of love, And so I think it's a combination of factors that led me to this place. One, being loved by my parents and my siblings, because we were all very loving to each other. And two, being told that I was special and I had something to offer. It really reinforced my sense of self. And then as I got more and more mature, I started to realize, wait a minute, then if I am nice and I'm cool and I'm unique and I'm special, then I am deserving of love. Because I think that's also another issue with couples. I think the problem also occurs because sometimes one or both members of that union, they don't believe they deserve to be loved. And that becomes a pretty big problem fast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So So I think that's what happened with me. And I've spent a lot of time, I mean, because I'm cray, I try to not take my life too seriously and me too seriously. So I've spent a whole lot of time trying, and this might sound counterproductive to you, but I think the more I've loved other people, it's become easier for me to love myself, because I really feel good about making people feel good, which is probably why I ended up doing what I do for a living. You know, Thamsworth said, "Love is a two-way street. It takes two." Yeah, that's what we're told normally, but I think love really takes one. I think you have to love you. I mean, if you don't start, in other words, if the house's foundation is weak, you're gonna have a lot of problems. Tony Damon says, Black Hat Records, I dare you to try not to. Tony, I'm trying to have a serious conversation. Why do you always do this to me? People, she always does this to me. Tony, do not let me start laughing in this live. You know what I'm like when I start laughing. All right. Tham's World, I think love becomes a two-way street is the next step. I think the first step is you gotta love yourself. And to love yourself, if you weren't told that you are special, then you have to start realizing that you're special. You deserve, in other words, Tham's World, you deserve to be loved because you're also love itself. And it becomes really hard to accept love from someone if you don't believe you've earned that kind of love. You know, I really, really believe this. That you have to believe, you know, if I should stay, I would only be your way. So I'll go. I cannot do Whitney Houston, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. Everybody put your hands up in the air like this. And I, Tony Damien, will always love you. I can't even sing because you're making me laugh. Susie, I cannot believe you are doing this also. You guys are my friends. We're trying to have a serious conversation. For those who are new in the live, I'm a little cray, right? And I cannot concentrate on any one thing for a very long period of time. So my brain kind of goes. Bridget Clark says, flash up on a lighter. People, we have to start. I mean, I think one of the primary reasons why this concept of love, which should be actually a very easy process, becomes very difficult, is because we don't love ourselves. That's a huge problem. If you don't love yourself, then anyone who has fallen in love with you or who is giving you their all has an uphill battle to climb. Because if you don't love yourself, you're going to start wondering if you are deserving of that love. And as I tell all of you every day, you are deserving of everything. You are deserving of love, of happiness, of health, of prosperity, of joy, of a little cray. You are deserving of great music, great food. You are deserving of a beautiful home, a beautiful family. You are deserving of all of these things. Every single living human being is actually deserving of this. Thamsworth says, Tony, you see, Tony Damien keeps doing this to me. She keeps doing this, but she knows I love her. She knows this. Tony, I actually missed you. The other day, I was serious for like 20 straight minutes. Ask Susie. Like straight 20 minutes. Everyone in live was like, oh, he's actually serious for like 20 straight minutes. Actually, you missed my serious face yesterday when we were having the issue with the stream, the first stream, and nobody could hear me, Tony. And I was like, My serious face. Love is a beautiful thing. That's what I've started to realize. That love is remarkable, but love has an issue if you don't love yourself. It becomes really, really, I remember being with someone years ago, many, many, many years ago, and she said to me, I was doing everything I could to make her happy, like everything. And then one day she said to me, I came home from the studio like really late, and she said to me, you have to make me feel secure. You have to make me self-confident. And I said to myself, I can't do that. How am I going to do that? That's your job. I can't. Your partner can never make you feel secure. Your partner can make you feel that you're special, that you mean the world to them, but they can't really give you security. Security comes from inside of you. And that security, you won't have it if you don't love yourself. You get what I'm saying? Aisha says, Candy's World it's a process, and it's a rewarding process in the end. It doesn't feel well going through it, but in the end, it's so rewarding. Tony Damon says, I was there. You needed bubbles. You're a silent stream. And Linda is beautiful. Thank you. Rebel Rocker said, keep losing connection. Storms. Oh, no. Rebel Rocker. Dig, if you will, the picture of you and I engaged in a kiss. The sweat of your body covers me. Can you, my darling, can you picture this dreaming? Dream if you can, a courtyard, ocean and violets and blue. Animals strike curious poses. They feel the heat between me and how can you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Do you all know this? Okay. You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign, no probably. I just want your extra time and your kiss. Come on, Reed. Why are you crying? Okay, Neil Court said, yes, Aisha, all grown. You got to learn to talk dirty, baby, if you won't undress me. Baby. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's make love tonight. Get up, get up, get up, get up, 'cause you do it right. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Oh no, Prince makes you cry? Really? I love Prince. I mean, I know he's not here with us anymore, but his music sure is, it's here. It is here. So people, the first thing we have to do in the process of loving anyone is that we have to love ourselves. And I think that's why I know that that's why many of my relationships initially didn't work, because I don't think I loved myself enough. I wasn't confident in who I am, one. And two, I am almost 1,000,000% sure that I didn't think I deserved to be loved by that person. I didn't think I deserved it because I didn't realize how awesome and how amazing purple rain, whoa, he had a hell of a falsetto. Lady J, lady, Your love's the only love I need. And beside me is where I want you to be. And my love, there's something I want you to know. You're the love of my life. You're my Lady J. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. Susie Mitz, there's so many good love songs out there. Yeah, because love is such a dominant thing in our lives. All of us are seeking love. Every single one of us. I've met people all over the world who say they were tough guys and tough girls, but ultimately we all want to be loved. I mean, love is that ultimate feeling of inclusion, and if we do not get love when we are younger, then we spend a lot of our time trying to find that love. And I think, that's why I tell my daughters I love them so much. I think they're annoyed. I really think so. I'm like, Nyla, I love you. And she's like, yeah. I really think this. Kai, daddy loves you. Okay, daddy, I know you love me. And I'm like, but I'm not going to be here forever, so I need to tell you this as often as it's possible. We all want love. And that's why love is truly in need of love. But as I said, unless you love yourself, then finding love is going to become a very complex process. And your partner is going to have to work 100 times harder to keep you captivated because you don't believe you deserve this amazing person that you have found. I mean, when I was younger, of course, I was in love for all the wrong reasons. Nell Court, Aisha says, Nell Court, first start by stop saying you don't know how to love. Oh, I've been missing that. Nell Court, of course you know how to love. I'm sure that you have loved someone or something in your life. I think you should absolutely start with loving yourself because you deserve that love, Nell. You are an amazing human being, so why shouldn't you love you? And you really have to start from that process because I think once we start there, then the process becomes easier. You can love. And if there's something that's blocking you from loving, then we have to figure out what it is and help you to remove it. But let me say this to you. You deserve to be loved. You are awesome. You are love incarnate. You are greatness. And once you accept that, then the process of loving becomes easier. And I think the thing too, which is one of the things I was going to speak about a little later on, sometimes we learn to see love as combative. And that might be what we saw our parents do, what we see in the movies, what we've read about. Love is not combative. Love is not even judgmental. When you truly love a person, it's very difficult to even judge that person. Love is acceptance in its purest form. Penis Habit says, my husband won't let the day end not saying he loves me, but I found out he has other women and it's so hurtful. It was unexpected. I can understand that. I, in the past, have cheated on partners in my life. And what I found was happening to me is I love the person that I was with. And I'm not saying this is your situation. I'm only sharing my story. I love the persons I was with, but I think I was very insecure. I had issues with myself, low self-esteem issues. And I thought stupidly that if I loved someone fully and totally, I left myself vulnerable to them. I used to have older male friends who used to say, never love a woman, never give her your heart because, the minute you give a woman your heart, she stamps all over it. When what they should have said is, choose the right partner who deserves your heart. And I found that what I did is I cheated on these amazing women because I was an insecure boy. That's the truth. I was insecure. I didn't realize that I deserved these people. Now, there can be other reasons that lead to all of this, but in my experience, that is generally where it comes from. It really starts with self. So I can't, I'm not going to scream at your husband because he's human, and I hope you people, you know what, you both need to try and do, have an honest conversation about what's happening and why it happened. But I can only tell you that what happened with me was I hadn't grown up yet. I wasn't ready for love. I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I'd quickly give my freedom to be held in your captivity. I am ready for love. All of the joy and the pain, and all the time that it takes just to stay in your good grace. Lately I've been thinking, baby, you're not ready for me. Maybe you think I need to learn maturity. You say watch what you ask for, or you might receive. But if you ask me tomorrow, I'd say the same thing. I am ready for love. Won't you please lend me your ear? Peanut habit. I need you to listen to what I'm about to say to you. I am sorry that you've had that experience. It doesn't mean you're not deserving of love. It doesn't mean that you're not an amazing, awesome, beautiful, loving woman. It does not mean that you are not a queen deserving of love. I've not met your king, but I think maybe he has had some of the issues that I've had. I wasn't ready. I didn't understand a lot of the process, and I almost lost someone I loved very dearly once because of this, until I grew up. Another thing that we have to understand about our partners is that our partners are not perfect. They're gonna do dumb stuff. We are gonna do stupid things. And we have to decide if it's worth it to forgive them and move forward. But to do that, we have to have honest conversations. And I was going to get around to this, that one of the things with intimate relationships is that I think at the beginning of relationships, when we see they're going in a particular direction, we don't have honest conversations with our partners. We don't say, listen, I'm afraid of this, or I don't like this, or this is what I like, or, we don't do that. And I'm talking about not at the beginning, at the first date. Don't do it on the first date. But I'm talking about if you believe, the both of you believe you're heading towards eternity, you have to start being honest with each other. I think a lot of us pretend to be something we are not to impress that person to keep them. And that becomes a huge problem. You deserve to be loved, and you deserve, penis, you deserve love in its truest and purest form. And I'm sorry you're hurt. And I hope at some point you and your king will be able to resolve this. But in this process, you're going to question yourself and you're going to wonder about your value. I'm here to say you are awesome, you are remarkable, you are amazing, and you are deserving of love. Do not let anything or anyone steal that from you, because that becomes a huge problem in many relationships. If we don't love ourselves, then loving others become a true challenge. If we see love as a competition, if we see love as some sort of, if I love her or if I love him too much, you cannot love a person too much. Love is unconditional. I realized I loved Linda and Nina and Kai unconditionally when I realized I did not want to visualize my life without these people. I started to realize that when I thought of my passing, in every instance, I wanted to be the person that passed first because I love them so much. I want them to live on. And that was a hard place for me to get to. You are all deserving of love. Lately, I've been thinking, baby, you're not ready for me. Maybe you think I need to learn maturity. You say watch what you ask for, or you might receive. But if you ask me tomorrow, I say the same thing. I am ready for love. Won't you please lend me your ear? I promise I won't complain. I just need you to acknowledge I am here. If you give me half the chance, I'll prove this to you. I will be patient, kind, faithful, and true. I'm a man who loves music, a man who loves art. I respect your spirit world, and I think with my heart. Penis Habit says, we're in the process of coping. He feels sorry about what he did. And it's a lesson learned for me as well, how we are busy that we should not forget to give them attention. Yeah, that is a beautiful thing that you have both gotten to that place. Just remember, you are deserving of love. He's deserving of love. And you have to be honest. And I think one of the hardest things in our lives to do with the people that we love is to be honest. When they tell you about love, they don't tell you about that part of it. Being honest with your partner means you have to be honest with yourself. And let's face it, most of us do not want to be honest with ourselves. I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want me to is all right with me. You never me so brand new. I don't think that's the words. I wanna spend my life with you. Let me say since, baby, since we've been together, oh, loving you forever is all I need. Donna Johnson said, Bop, Bop, let me be the one you come running to. I'll never be untrue. It is very, very difficult to be honest in relationships because it's difficult to be honest with ourselves. Peanut Habit says, I have 2 for the kids and we don't have divorce here. You have to fight for the thing that you love. Susie may say, you love all music. Thank you so much, CD. The thing is, in the concept of love, I think often we forget that you're dealing with human beings. You're dealing with people. And people enter all their relationships with baggage. And I mean that. Nelcourt says, I think everyone needs to ask their kiddos if they love themselves and how they learned it and report back tomorrow. Laugh out loud. We have to start working at that though now. We have to convince our children. If you want to create a better brand of human beings than we are, we have to convince our children that they are not only should they love each other, but they're deserving of love. And I really think that's why I know with me, I mean, a lot of the challenges I had in my relationships were because I was insecure, I wasn't sure, or I was afraid. And love and fear should never stand in the same place. I really have come to the realization that love is literally love. It stands alone. It stands alone. Girl, I've been watching you from so far across the floor now, baby. That's nothing new. I've watched you so many times before now, baby. I see that look in your eye and what it's telling me. And you know, ooh, girl, that I'm not shy. I'm glad you picked up on my telepathy now. Here in my mind, girl, I wanna shake you down. Penis habit. It is beautiful that you are courageous enough, you're honest enough to express these things in our life. And I think that bodes well for your marriage because you are being honest with yourself regarding the situation that you are in. And this is going to be hard for me to say, and you might tell me I should, mind my own business, but I'm going to say it out of love. It is painful, but you must try to not be quick to judgment. As I said, one of the problems with us falling in love with people is that we forget that we're falling in love with people. We get married to people. We have children with people. We have relationships with people, not goats, not cows, not donkeys. People. And people walk into every situation with baggage. And very often, this is baggage that we are unaware of. The other day, I had the pleasure of having a conversation with Bridget Clark. And she told me some stuff that I was completely unaware of. And I know I told her some stuff she was completely unaware of. And I just said to myself, and she said it, we said, it's a pity that we didn't speak to each other. We didn't have these conversations then. And I think sometimes we're just afraid to talk to the people that we love because we are afraid that they will not accept who we are. But we have to trust in their love for us. We have to believe that. Because here's the thing. If you are not honest with who you are with your partner, then if they love you, they're not in love with you. They're in love with a version of you that you have created. It's not a real thing that they're in love with. And at some point, you're going to have to undress, take the mask off, and be your real self. And that's going to be really hard. Woman, I can hardly express my mixed emotions and my thoughtlessness. After all, I'm forever in your debt. And woman, I would like to express my inner feelings and my thankfulness for showing me the meaning of success. Ooh, well. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. I love the fact that my brothers and my sisters are encouraging each other in the life. As I said, this is a safe space, and we should always be able to speak with each other. Susie Missa says, okay, Peter, you know I love that song too. You love all songs. Donna Johnson said, pull up. Kim Wood readers have said, Peter Light song. I love the fact that y'all feel safe enough to have a real conversation. It really is imperative that we are honest with ourselves in entering any relationship with another person. We have to be true to who we are, what we are, where we are, when we are, where we are. I was seeing someone many years ago, really, really nice girl. And we got to the point where she said she wanted to be serious, but there was something that she did not do in terms of intimacy that I really enjoyed. And I just, I said, would you ever do this? And she said, I would never, ever do this. And I said to her, you know what? I really, really care about you, but that's really important to me. So I think we should end it. Now, my friend said I was crazy, but I would have rather ended the relationship and she leave loving and respecting me than being in the relationship knowing that I would end up cheating on her. I think we just have to try and be honest with our partners, but more so with ourselves. Yes, I think Penis Habit is also a remarkable human being reading this chat. You are truly remarkable. Your husband is a very fortunate person. Susie says, I guess that's why I worked at a music vendor for 20 years along with my other job. Yeah, because you're like me. You love a musica. Penis Habit, we are all with you in this live. We are all sending you and your husband, we're sending you both love. We want you both to be happy. Joy says, he got baptized about 5 years ago. He's 71 today. Only God can keep marriages today. Interesting theory. I'm not sure if I agree with that, because I think God speaks through all of us. We are his children, so I think we're the ones who have to keep that. But I think I understand what you're saying. So yeah, I think I get it. Expedition Card says, no need to try when you are. This is what I mean by a safe space, and this is why I love you guys. This is why I know that you're all awesome, you're all amazing, you're all magic. Love, the concept of love is skewed also from we are very young. We get our ideas of love from our parents who are never perfect, or we get our ideas of love from books, which are even worse. We get our ideas, unfortunately, some people get it from porn. Absolutely dangerous. I'm not joking. It's like the wrong thing to learn about love from. And in other words, we get these concepts of love, but they're concepts of love. They're interpretations of the concept of love. And I think that's also impacts how we relate in terms of love to other people, because we have a romanticized idea of what love is. And it's just a romanticized idea. It's not real. It's impractical. As I said earlier, we think we're going to meet someone and we're just going to fall in love. We're going to fall in love right there and then. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen, because I think it happens sometimes. Aisha says, oh my God, books and TV are horrible places to learn about love. Yes. But Aisha, we feed our children this stuff. And it's always the princess who's saved by the prince. Sexism at its worst. I'm sorry, I really believe this. Impractical, nonsensical sexism. And we teach little girls that the perfect guy is out there and he's just gonna fall in your lap. And we tell little boys that the perfect girl is out there waiting for you to save her. I think love is about saving each other. I think love is about just being honest with who you are, loving yourself, and then entering into that relationship naked emotionally. And just saying to the person, Susie says, you're absolutely spot on, Peter. We just have to be honest with our partners, and we have to stop, and we have to be very careful we do not teach this to our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. It's nice and romantic, but it's dangerous and it's not honest. And so we have these young people who become mature people who walk into the space of love with this impractical, idea of what love is. And that's really not what love is. And I think some people become so disappointed because what they visualize love to be, that's not what it is. And that creates a lot of problems. Susie says, the fact my marriage ended made me feel like I failed. That messed me up for a while. Oh no, Susie. Oh no. That happens to so many people that I know. But sometimes I think, I think sometimes marriages end because it's the best thing for you. Seriously. I think sometimes it's the thing that you need. Sometimes you are not with the right person. Sometimes I think human beings start like this and then they do this. They go in different directions. But it doesn't mean you failed. It means you did everything that you could. Okay, Sid is hungry. Okay, Tony, no problem. Thank you for not troubling me today, Tony, so far. So, Susie, you didn't fail. And I can understand why you would feel that, because especially when we give our all to a person and it just doesn't work. But sometimes we have nothing to do with the situation. Sometimes it's just the other person. Like it's like sometimes, marriage is it's like a relay. Like you're running a relay and you have Usain Bolt on the team. And Usain Bolt is the fastest man in the world. And then you have me, not the fastest man in the world. And Usain Bolt blows out of the blocks, right? And he's like, oh, yes, Usain Bolt is, oh my goodness, he's at the 60-meter mark. He's way ahead of everyone. Oh my goodness, Usain Bolt is about, oh my goodness. He's passing it. He passes it off to Johan Blake. Oh, look at Johan Blake run. Johan Blake is blazing down the track. Yes, and finally, on the final leg, they give it to Peter Lloyd. Peter Lloyd runs off. Peter Lloyd is running as fast as he can. Oh my goodness, he's going at top speed and he's going backwards. What's going on? Everyone in the field is passing Peter Lloyd and they come last. Look, people, it's teamwork. So if one person is pulling their load and the other person is not, it is not going to work. You cannot always blame yourself as long as you know you did your best. That's one thing I know my dad taught me. He said, did you do your best? Yes, Dad. He said, then that's all that matters. Susie, you didn't fail. I know you probably gave it your all, but you didn't fail. You didn't. You did everything you could, and maybe it was time that person's purpose in your life had ended. Look at it that way. Now, I'm not saying we mustn't fight for our love and fight for our marriages and fight for relationships, because we should. But I'm saying, even if you've given it your all and it doesn't work, it may be that the Almighty is saying, this season of your life has ended. This door has closed because I have something much more exciting for you to experience. Something much greater, something much better. Aisha says, Nell Court, Susie Mitson, no one can free either of you from that feeling of failure but you. Susie, you did not fail. Nell, you did not fail. That's true. None of you did. Especially if you gave it your all. You didn't. This is what I'm saying to you. Maybe the time, that season in your life had passed. Like you have winter, you have spring, summer, autumn. Maybe summer had ended. It was time for autumn. I think as long as you did your best, Neil Court said, I did my best. You did your best. That's the most important thing. Now, I understand your disappointment. I understand that, if you had children, they were hurt. But as long as you did your best, and Susie's the same, you will eventually get to the place where you realize, I did everything I could. And the truth is, sometimes it's not meant to be. And that's another thing about love. Because that concept of forever comes from the books and the TV shows. The princess was sick and the prince kissed her. She woke up and they lived happily ever after. And that's another thing. Of course, we want it to work. But I'm saying, if you've given it your all, and if you and your partner are no longer compatible, if you've grown apart and you've done everything that you could, you have not failed if it ends. Once you gave it your all, you have not failed. Failure would mean never try. Once you did everything you could, once you tried, once you were open, once you were ready, it could simply mean that the Almighty is saying, this season has passed, Susie. This season has passed now. Time for something better, something more deserving of you and your love. She'll make you so happy if you treat her tenderly. She'll never let you down. She will always be around. The greatest gift to man is suddenly a woman. She'll never turn you down. She will always be around. She will fight for you like hell. When things go wrong, she'll make it well. God's greatest gift to man is suddenly a woman. And when your friends all turn you down and there's no one else around, Joy says some people just not settle down materially. So some people just not settle down materially. I agree with that, Joy, because those people are dealing with their own internal issues. The hardest thing I learned in relationships was, because it's two persons, one hand, look at this, it can't clap. No matter what I do, for this to clap, I need the other hand. So if this hand is doing everything it can possibly do and this hand is just not there, it won't work. You can't blame yourself for these things. That's easier said than done, but you can't. One hand cannot clap. Oh, I have, my brother. Maybe you weren't here. Everyone, Vernon Pains has just reminded of something that we must do in every life. Thank you, my brother, from another mother. He says, and we should all say it, everyone, regardless of how you're feeling, thinking, how your day was, no matter where you are, scream it out loud, type it in the stream, say, I am awesome. I am awesome. I am greatness. I am magical. I am a miracle. You're right. Some people just not settle down material. And that's why I say sometimes I think what we need to do in these relationships is we need to have that conversation. When we realize that we are contemplating being with this person for the rest of our lives, we need to actually have a conversation and say, okay, what are your concerns? What do you think? What do you believe? Tony Damon says, I appreciate love you. Yes, Tony, you know we love you. You know that. You are all awesome, amazing people. Susie Mitchell. Aisha says, Susie Mitchell, I said the same thing. And yeah, I'm married again. I can't imagine life without this man. Aisha, you know what that means to me? It means that the season with your first husband had passed. And this was who you are being prepared for. I'm never going to give up on this concept of love. You know why? Because I know we need love. And you're gonna, if you have to get to that place, you will. All right? All I'm saying is don't blame yourself. Know that you've done your best and know that you deserve love. And just fight for it. And for those who fought and you didn't win out, you probably won because that was no longer the person for you. I think that's another thing about relationships and love that we forget, that you can start out with A and evolve to the point where A and you are no longer compatible because you now have evolved to the place where you need B. And that happens. Love, soft as an easy chair. Love, fresh as the morning air. Love that is shared by two, I have found in you. Like a rose, you and I will make each night a first, every day a beginning. Spirits rise and the dance goes on rehearsed. How warm and exciting, 'cause we had the brightest love. Two hearts that shine so bright. We have to keep fighting for this concept of love. We have to accept that we should love ourselves. And then we have to accept that we are deserving of love. Then we also have to understand that the idea that we were taught about love, this fairy tale thing, it's not real. It's two human beings interacting. And because of those two human beings interacting, there's going to be issues, challenges, flaws, problems. We have to decide if we are willing to forgive those we love when they hurt us. We have to decide if we are willing to accept when we are responsible for hurting them. But I can say this to you if I can say nothing else. Because like I said, I am not the wisest candle in the wick. I am not the smartest man on earth. I am not a Mahatma Gandhi. I am not a Nelson Mandela. But I can say this to all of you. You are awesome. You must love yourself. And once you love yourself, loving your partner becomes easier. I can say this to you. You are human and so is your partner. So you guys are going to have challenges. I can say this to you. Once you've given it your all, if it doesn't work, it may simply be the Almighty saying, I have something better prepared. I have prepared a better plate for you to feast in. It could also mean that you've simply moved to another place in your life, another realm, another category, another place, another realm of existence. You must love yourself. That is the only way your love can work. Okay, I've heard this one. I hope I'm not misinterpreting. Joy says, I'm loving myself, I'm protecting myself from hurt now and until I die. I always expect the unexpected, not totally trusting anyone. Joy, that might also be somewhat of a challenge, but I get why you might be doing that. I suspect when you meet the right person, you will open up completely. Aisha says, Joy, so basically the same reason I got married is the same reason I got divorced. We lived and we learned. We can't carry guilt. We have to stand in our mud and figure it out how to rinse ourselves off. Very, very true. Very, very true. Very, very, very true. Vernon Payne says, Aisha, I pick, but my wife is my best friend and my one true love. Our souls are connected, but the journey is like life. You're all saying the same thing. We're two human beings in a relationship. We bring into that relationships our own flaws, our own greatness, our own fears, our own strength. And the idea is for the both of you to come together as one, hopefully in honesty. As I said, I am not a perfect man. I've cheated. I've done stupid things. And because of that, I realized I'm in no position to judge. And I have to work on myself. In other words, I think for us to have real love and it work with another person, we have to love ourselves. We have to work on ourselves. We have to try to improve ourselves and get ourselves to that place where we are best. Aisha says, Vernon Payne, I understand what you feel because I feel that with Dre. I didn't feel that in my first marriage. Nell Court says, I love Vernon and his wife. They are amazing. Nell, you deserve that too, right? You deserve to have that amazing in your life. I mean, I really do these lives and I really do the music and the tours and stuff, really primarily because once we all start seeing these very core and basic things, then our lives will all improve dramatically. Bridget Clark says, we have to have open, free, and honest communication as well. Yes, Bridget. We have to be honest with ourselves And eventually, we must be honest with our partners. Especially, like I say, I think a lot of us, when we walk into these marriages and these long-term relationships, we are not honest with our partners. We pretend to be something that we are not. And what happens is when our partners see that they're in love with something that's not real, it creates many, many problems. And vice versa, our partners do that to us. We need to have honest conversations about our background, where we are from, how we evolved, why we came to be, why do we believe certain things. And that's a hard thing. And that's the part about happily ever after that troubles me in these books. Because we don't tell our children love is hard work. Love is hard work. It's very hard work. It's hard work. Madonna Freeman says, I think it's awesome, Bruce, that you found your true love as well as your best friend. That is actually truly beautiful. Aisha says, Joy, in order for a current marriage to be effective, I had to learn to trust. It's a hard thing when you have guards up in your entire life. Try to trust love. Trust is necessary for a healthy life. Joy, I'm still learning trust. I'm not all the way there with everyone, but I'm intentionally learning so I can trust. Joyce answers, life is just so messed up, so unpredictable. The children hurt the most when relationships break up. Yes, Joy, but I think the children hurt even more when people who should not be together stay together. I'm sorry. I didn't want to throw that in, but it's kind of like the truth. I have more friends who are hurt because their parents, who should never been together, stayed together for their sake. And what they did is they messed up my friends forever. I don't think it's ever a good enough reason to stay in a relationship simply because you have children, because you hurt those children. Children are not stupid. They pick it up fast. Children are more sensitive to true love than we are as adults. They know something is off. And that's not something we all want to hear, but it's a fact. They know. They know. I have too many friends who are completely messed up, and they knew. When did you know your parents didn't love each other? Oh, I was 10 years old and I heard them arguing. Oh, I was 9. Oh, and I was like, what? Your children know. And this is what I mean about honesty. We have to be honest. The hardest thing I learned with Linda was that I had to be honest. I had been in a relationship and I was hurt. So when I met Linda, I was like this. And I eventually realized that we would never work if I keep doing that. I had to let go. I had to try. Because she was giving it her all. So, if she's giving 100% and I'm giving 3, that won't work. You get the point we're making, Joy? If your partner, Joy, is giving 100% of themselves and you're giving 25, you're going to have a lot of issues. And I'm not saying that you should not be cautious and careful. Nell Court says, sometimes staying together is only financial. Yes, I know that also happens too. As long as it's an honest conversation, Nell, between both persons. This is my opinion. You see, because we are not in those people's bedrooms, I am in no position to judge any person. As long as I'm not in your bedroom, so I don't know. But I trust and believe that. Justin, how you doing, Justin Beck? Peter, hope you are good, brother. I am very, very good. How are you, my brother from another mother? I'm doing great. We're great. We're having a relatively adult conversation, Justin Beck. We're discussing love and real love versus love. what we think love is as against what love is actually when you enter into a relationship. So, Joy, what Queen Aisha is saying is true. In fact, what you're all expressing, and this is the beauty of maturity, I'm hearing your maturity. You are speaking your truth, and all of you have made very, very valid and actually accurate points. But at the core, you're all saying 3 very basic things. You're saying, A, I cannot love anyone unless I love myself. B, I need to be honest with my partner, and my partner must be honest with me. C, I need to fight for my marriage or my love or my relationship. But I must also know this. On a warm summer's eve, on a train bound for nowhere, met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns scared out the window throughout the darkness. Boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I made a life by reading people's play faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. And if you don't mind my saying, I can see we're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I gave you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swaddle, poked out a cigarette, and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet. The gambler lost, and his face lost all expression. I can't remember. But if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. And this is imperative in a relationship also. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. While you're sitting at a table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. What I'm saying is, even when you're fought, there's going to be a time when you both have to be honest about where you are. Yes, Bridget, Kenny Rogers. We have to be honest in our relationships. We have to be honest with ourselves, and then we have to be honest with our partners. And when it is necessary, we have to be honest with our children. We have to say to our children, Joy said, life is so messed up, so unpredictable. Yeah, we said that. Bridget said, that's why dating is so important. I agree. I was going to talk about that. It gives you a chance to know someone. Yes. Penis Habit says, you're right. Very, very hard work to have a good relationship. Very true, Pina. Susie says, takes a long time to build trust, and it can be taken away so quickly. Very true. Frightening, but true. Peanut's Habit says, yes, Joy. Nell says, trust is a daily check-in. Very, very true. Susie says, I agree, Peter Lloyd, 100%. Aisha says, Blacklight Records, big facts. Then Penis said, really great topic. I love the stream, but I have to go. Blacklight Records. See you next time. Always a joy. You are welcome. This is a safe space. Remember, you are awesome. When you have a few moments of doubt on any given time, remember you are awesome. And if no one tells you, you are loved. This little Rastaman from Jamaica, Peter Lloyd, I love you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being so honest and helping us to grow in this stream. Thank you, Princess. So, Joy says, bro, Peter, we do need more of these reasonings. Oh, yes. I'm always doing these reasonings, but the thing is, occasionally I just go off. Because of how my brain works, I just go off somewhere else. But I mean, I'm still in the reasoning. We don't talk about, I think, Pina's Habit says, thank you, Peter. God bless you. God bless you too, Queen. Remember, you are awesome. You are special. We speak of love, but we don't really talk about it. We kind of talk around it, or we talk about the concepts of love. What just happened here in the stream were people, adults who are living the process of relationships, who have had relationships that didn't work the way they wanted it to. Some who are still in relationships that they're trying to work out. Some who found the right person. But the one constant with everything that you all have been saying and I've been saying is, this is hard work. And I think that's the issue. We are not told when we're growing up that this is not like the movies. It's really hard to be in love with someone. It's really, really an act of faith. And that's why I say you have to love yourself first. Because you are stepping out on a limb. You are saying, hey, I love you. Here's my heart. You're saying, here's my heart. And everything we've been taught in our lives is protect your heart. Protect your heart. But I would rather love and lose than never to have loved. I cannot visualize existing without love. I'd rather leave while I'm in love, while I still believe the meaning of the word. I'll take my dreams and just pretend that you and I were never meant to end. Too many times I've seen the rose die on the vine. Somebody's heart gets broken, usually it's mine. I don't want to take a chance of being hurt again. You and I must say goodbye. So if you wake and find me gone, hey baby, just carry on. You see, I need my fantasy. I still believe it's best to leave while I'm in love. While I'm in love. Too many times I've seen the rose die on the vine. Somebody's heart gets broken, usually it's mine. I don't want to take the chance of being hurt again. You and I can say goodbye. So if you awake and find me gone, hey baby, carry on. You see, I need my fantasy. I still believe it's best to leave while I'm in love. Love is very hard work. Very, very hard work. And as we grow, no one tells us this part. They tell us everything else. They tell you about how amazing it makes you feel and how wonderful and this and that, but nobody tells you, hey, love is a lot of really hard work. Candy's World says, I've been listening and I agree. Kimon Unstoppable, put the hands up. Joy, thank God we get out of our amend our broken hearts. So many die in there. It's very, very true. Very, very true. But we just have to understand that love is hard. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work. Let me correct myself. Love is actually very easy, but it's a lot of work. It's actually easy. Aisha, you're correct. I misspoke. Love is easy, but it's a lot of work. And I think they don't tell us about the lot of work part. You know, they tell us about everything else. But hey, this is a lot of work. This is you meeting someone from a completely background, different concept, different idea, different everything. You don't know what they've been through emotionally. You don't know what they saw growing up. You know what they were told growing up. You don't know. I've had cousins say to me, love is dangerous. Never give a woman your heart. She's going to trample on you. Oh, if you love a woman, she uses you. We are told all these nonsensicalities because of people's own fears. So when you meet a partner, you are meeting someone who has entered your relationship with an entire book list of stuff that they already believe. And Bridget Clark is right. That's why we have to date. Because that's how you know a person. You're not going to know them otherwise. And even then, you're still only going to know like 10 or 20% of them. I still think We need to sit and have a real conversation, not a pretend conversation, and say, look, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what I was taught, this is what I believe. What do you believe? Because that will clear the air. That will make that will increase the odds of your love lasting and working 5-10-fold. Candice World says, one of my very best friends, who is an amazing person, has a saying, try to fail, but never fail to try. And that's why I try every single day, because that's all we can do is try. And that's so beautiful, Candy. That's so true, though. It's true. Joy says, you go in ready for battle, not for peace. And that's the problem. We have to start being honest with ourselves about how we see love. You see, we talk, I listen to a lot of people talk about love, and a lot of the panels and the experts, but they don't talk about love. They talk about concepts of love. And they don't talk about the truth about love, which is, it's hard work. Like anything else that you truly are passionate about, you have to work hard at it. And you have to understand that even in some relationships, one partner, like with me and Linda matured like this. Linda, in terms of emotionally and in terms of love, Linda was here and I was like struggling. I was like trying to get there. And I was just lucky that she was patient. You know what I'm saying? And she said, okay, all right. He's kind of slow, but let me give him a chance. And that's the thing. We have a lot of misconceptions about this thing called love. And that's the issue. So it means that if I meet Joy and Joy meets me and we're going to enter into a relationship, Joy has her entire concept of what she thinks love is. And I have an entire concept. And if at no point we decide to have a real conversation about what we think love is, then we're going to have an issue. Lady J says, I'm afraid of dating. That's fine. It's okay to be afraid of something. It's okay to be afraid of meeting someone you do not know. However, here's the other part of it. You may meet someone that can truly make you happy. Are you afraid of dating, or are you afraid of being hurt? Because those are two different things. A lot of us walk around with fear. And that fear is taught to us. We learn it from broken relationships, family, friends, people who don't work. Joy says, Brother Peter, not only marriage, families, relationships, but become battlefields these days. Yeah, but that's true. But any love is work. Loving your siblings is work. Loving your cousins is work. Any love is work. And any love deserves honesty. Any love, there must be some point when there is honesty where you say, I don't like this, or I like this. Lady J says, don't know what I'm going to do. That is reasonable. That is actually quite normal. Most of us don't know what we're going to do regarding this subject. My advice, Lady J, is start with you. Start inside. Does Lady J love Lady J? What is Lady J's idea about love? Why is Lady J not sure about love or dating? Those are reasonable questions. They are not unreasonable questions. Those are healthy questions that you must ask. Tony Neiman says, I'm afraid of my fridge right now. He's mad at me. Stop it, Tony. Don't let me start laughing in this live. Y'all know what happened to me when I start laughing in this live. Aisha says, Black Like Records, each of you have your own concept plus your own experiences that you bring to the table. It requires work and mutual understanding of what love is to the two of you. And that's exactly what I've been trying to say. That we are partners, and they don't tell us this part. They say you're gonna meet this girl, Peter, and she's just gonna be magic, And they say, oh, Tony, you're gonna meet this guy, it's gonna be magic. It never works like that. You know what's magical initially? Sexual attraction. Or the person might make you laugh. All those things are chemistry. Yeah. But then once the chemistry cools, it doesn't go. But once it cools, You are now surviving. A friend of mine said something to me recently, and it was terrifying. Can I share it with you? She said, Peter, I got married recently. And I said, oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Congrats. And she said, nope, I got divorced within a year. I said, why did you get divorced within a year? She said, Peter, I got married for the wrong reason. My daughter was finally going away to college, and I became terrified of being alone in the house. So I married this man that we were just completely incompatible. So even the reason why we think we fall in love, even that is relevant. We have to be honest with ourselves. Lady J, everything you're saying is normal. And yes, Lady J, you are an awesome, wonderful, beautiful, amazing woman. But the conversation you need to have is with yourself. That's not a conversation you need to have with anyone else first. Have an honest conversation with yourself. And I really think, I know that in the past, one of the mistakes I made in my relationships is that I wasn't honest with myself. And then I wasn't honest, therefore, with my partner. I pretended to be, this debonair, save you person. I needed saving myself. Susie says, not me, I'm too independent. Susie says, I have a lot of friends like that, Peter. Yeah. Aisha says, Black Records, that's most men. Yeah. Aisha, even the sexes have it messed up. Men are taught, our perception of love is so twisted. My parents were remarkable human beings. My mom is still here, a remarkable woman. My dad, remarkable. I love my parents. I worship my parents. They're beautiful human beings. And for a while, they were happy together, and then they just weren't. And because of that, it messed up how I saw relationships. Because here are these two remarkable human beings who I love, but they just couldn't mesh. Or I remember them meshing, and then I don't know what happened. And it impacted me because I started saying, oh, this is going to happen to me. Because these people were so perfect. If they couldn't work, how am I going to make anything work? And then to make it work, Aisha, worse, men are taught, most men are taught, especially in the Western world. In fact, globally, we are taught, that we're the breadwinners, we're the leaders, we're the conquerors. So we need to be in charge, and we need to guard ourselves against love. Bullcrap. So we enter in relationships. I have had friends cheat on their wives because they were too in love with their wives. I have seen friends go to the brink of cheating when other guys in the group are saying, oh, why are you so faithful? What's wrong with you? Something is wrong with you. I have to say, are you crazy? They are looking for what you have. And then women generally are taught this fairy tale madness. The guy's going to drive up in a Porsche 911 and he's going to save you. None of those two extremes are true. We're human beings, male and female, searching for love. Give in to love. Give in to love for one moment. We have to give in. First, in loving ourselves, and then we have to question why we see love the way we see it. Joy says, when I fall in love, it will be forever, because I'll never ever fall in love again. Remember that song? Yes. Uncle Ken Booth, he wrote that. When I fall in love, it will be forever, because I'll never ever fall in love again. Nonsense. Sorry. Anything you want that badly, you have to work your butt off for it. Even if you have the greatest chemistry with your partner, you can drift apart. In fact, very often we take our partners for granted. We just assume they're going to always be standing right there. What I'm trying to do, people, is I'm trying to enjoy every moment of every day with the people I love. Every moment of every day. When I lost my dad, I used to, for the last 2, 3 years of his life, like the last 10 years of his life, I used to kiss my father in public. And Jamaican men are super machismo, okay? You know, we don't kiss people, each other on the cheek. But I didn't care. It's my dad. I used to openly say, Dad, I love you. And he was like, okay, I know you love me. You don't have to tell me this every day or tell everybody that you love me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm proud that you're my dad. I'm proud that you love me. I'm proud that you made me into the man that I am. So I'm going to keep expressing this love to you. And then there's another thing too. I mean, very, very often men are not taught that kind of love. There's a joke I tell people in Jamaica. You know, a mother is walking, you know, and a father is walking. The father has a daughter, holding the little daughter. She's a toddler, and the mother is holding the son. He's a toddler. The daughter falls, right? She falls, and the dad says, "Oh no, daddy's baby. Come on, princess, get up. Hush, daddy loves you." And he brushes off, you know, her knee where she fell on the ground. They walk a little further, and the little boy drops. And the mom reaches down, and the father says, "No, boy, get up. You're a man. Get up." Crap. That little boy needs the same amount of love that little girl needs. Because if he's not getting love, how is he going to love your daughter? He has no clue. And then we are told as men, and ladies, you need to hear me. We are told that love is sex. That's love. Give it to her good. That's it. We're messed up. We don't tell our little boys that we love them enough. And we don't teach them what love is. And it's the truth. And I'm talking about men from every social dynamic, every class, race, color, creed that I've come across. I've known men from all over the world. We have the same challenges. And then we are also told as we are growing up that if you love a woman, you become vulnerable to that woman. Yes, you do. If you love anyone, you become vulnerable to them. It's a part of what love is. What you have to learn is who to be vulnerable to. Because true love will not work unless you're vulnerable. Tony Damian. I'm trying to ignore you. I will never ignore you. I love you too much. You're going to let me start laughing. I tell my girls I love them. I tell my nephews I love them. I love them. I love these people. And it's hard for men. I mean, I know it's also just because women, again, are taught these other things that are sort of illogical and make no sense. But men, oh man. You know, be tough. You're a man, tough. That's a part of being a man, be tough. That is not being tough. You know what being tough is? Honey, I was wrong, I messed up. That's being tough. Tough is, girl, you are beautiful, you are sexy, you're gorgeous, but I have a wife and I love her and I can't have sex with you. That's being tough. Yeah. Being tough is, I have no idea what to do right now. I'm terrified. That's being tough. But men are not taught that. And that's what I'm saying. When people walk into these relationships, we are coming with an entire baggage. Even if we've never been in a relationship before, we already have bricks on our shoulders because we already have these ideas of what we think love is. And very often they're not real, not practical. I saw you read it and don't try me. I just said, Black Knight, you're speaking the absolute truth. Oh, and don't let him touch a doll. Yep, he will get lashing. But how is he supposed to be? But that's what I'm saying. It's that immense sort of conflict that makes no real sense. We cannot bring up a generation of people who have loving family bonds because the girls have an unrealistic perspective of what love is and the boys have no clue what love is. And this is a nightmare. So many of us are struggling with how to humans against the fridge, tough to anti tough to anti-fridge, but I'm proud to be human. You see, you and Tony Damian and Susie. we we do not really speak about love, though. We speak around the topic, or we speak about our concepts of love. People, love is easy, but it's hard work, and love is just being honest with yourself. And um, we have to have real conversations about these people that we're thinking about. I'm not talking about every thing, nights. What do you call it? One night stand. I think I've had one of those in my life, and it just didn't work because I get too emotional. And we talked about this, Aisha. Remember, we were talking about what they call it again? Friends with benefits. That don't work at all. That's like a really bad idea. That doesn't work. Lily J says, Blacklight Records. I've met one man in my life that actually have a dad that says to him, "I love you." I thought that was amazing. But that's what I'm saying, Lady J. You should be saying, "I've met one man in my life whose dad didn't say that." How do we expect our men to love if nobody tells them what this process is? Love is universal, so he has to be able to love men and women. He has to be able to love his dad and love his brethren and love his brothers. He has to be able to love everything. If he's going to be able to love you as a woman, how is he going to do this? And this is one of our issues here. So this is really difficult. I mean, we're talking about something that's very, very complex, because every person that we meet, when we meet them, they have their own ideas of what love actually is. And they might not even be conscious that they are aware of what their idea of love is, because it might be something in passing, like something that they've read or something their parents told them, or I don't know, a book, a movie, a song. And this messes people up because these concepts and these ideas are very complex. We don't often talk about love. We talk about the concepts of love. You have to love yourself first before you even begin to think about loving another human being. Trust me. I mean, don't even go there, because you have to love. Because if you don't love yourself and you enter a relationship with me, you're giving me 99.99% more work than I need to have, because I have to be teaching you every day. I love you, and that's what happens in those kind of relationships. And then if I don't believe it, if I believe, because I remember someone saying to me once, "I don't need to tell her I love her. I bring home the groceries and I take care of her. She knows." And I was like, no, she knows you bring home the groceries. She needs you to say it as well as demonstrate it. Because human beings, you see this, if we have the ability to hear, we want to hear. We want you to say, "Hey, I love you." So this is not as simple as it sounds. And what was beautiful about what was happening earlier in the chat is that because you've all lived through your own experiences, you're able to bring this experience to this process. And that's another thing. Parents very rarely talk to their children about relationships. They talk to them about sex and but they don't talk to them about what it takes to have a relationship. How do you know? Do you know I take both my daughters on dates? Well, my oldest, she's now 29, so she's been with someone for years, and very nice young man. But I used to take her on dates, and the youngest, I dates, because, and my reason for doing this was, I wanted her to see how she should be treated by a man. I wanted her to see that she was equal to a man. I've tried never to be mad at her mom. I mean, I've raised my voice at her mom a few times, and she has said to me, "Daddy, you're wrong to do that." And I'm like, and I'll admit, both of you, my queens, I apologize, I was wrong. but I'm trying to give her an honest, realistic idea of what a relationship is, because that's another thing that parents don't do. You know, particularly parents of color, we do not teach our children about relationships or money. It's like we just like the two things we don't ever talk to them about. And certainly with relationships, you have to teach them, meaning we have to tell them about the mistakes we have made, the good things we did, and the bad things we did. We have to be honest. We have to prepare them because we don't know what they're going to be meeting out there. And we want our children to be happy. I don't want my daughters to make some of the ridiculous mistakes I made. I want them to have a realistic perspective. And when I talk to my nephews, I'm like, yo, this is bam, bam, bam. It's almost as if love is not relevant. I don't even hear that many love songs anymore. Love is the core driving force of humanity. You all of you, trust me. Love drives us. It powers us. Every single human being I've ever met wants to be loved. Every human being I've never met wants to be loved. People need to be loved. It is something that we desperately need. We want to believe that we are special to someone. We want to believe that if we are lost, there's going to be someone who's going to be searching for us. We want to believe that if we're locked up, there's going to be someone who's visiting us. It is imperative that we believe this. Come on, read that up. Hello, the fridge. you can. Oh my gosh, come on, read that up. Hello, the fridge. You came at the right time. Yes, it did. Yes, he did. The fridge says, I missed this. Fridge is in the building. Yes, the fridge is in the building. Welcome to the fridge. Tony, did you tell the fridge to come by? I know you did. Lady J says, but I did not like him as a date. I missed that. Oh, okay. All right. So relationships are like fresh food. Treat it right, or it will spoil and make you not want it. That's actually really, really true. That's true. I would advise that if we have children or grandchildren, we start actually telling them the truth about relationships. No fairy tale madness. Just tell them the truth. You know, if you want them to be happier than you are or you were, please tell them the truth. I would advise that we tell those children that we love them, because they need to hear it. I would advise that if we are married, we openly say to our partner, our wife, or our husband, I love you, in the presence of our children. I would advise we kiss in the presence of our children. I'm not talking about but I'm saying show affection in the presence of our children. I would advise that fathers here tell their sons, I love you and I am proud of you. Because how is your son going to be able to relate to this concept, this strange? Because I think fathers believe that if they tell their sons they love them, they're going to become gay. No, you are making them better human beings. Dallas County Scratcher says, I love you. You are all awesome. You are all amazing. You're all magnificent. Love is in need of love for true. The fridge. I'm considering proposing to Alexia and raising our iPhones together. I think we needed this, actually. Thank you, fridge. We needed it. Tony Damien was desperately trying to do this. But this is a topic that I tend to go off on. Oh. Okay, when is TR? When does TR go live? When does he go live? Aisha, when does TR go live? I would love to know who. I want to know. Is he going live in about 20 minutes? Can you let me know? Oh, he's live. Okay. You know what? Tomorrow, I'm actually going to go live again tomorrow for the first time. I'm going to go live on a Sunday. So if you want to come hang out, tell a friend to tell a friend. I love all of you. Remember, you are all awesome. You're awesome. Awesome. You're all amazing and awesome people. I didn't know that Tiara was live. Thank you both for telling me this. He's streaming a concert, even better. So I see you all tomorrow if you have the time. My first live on a Sunday at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow, Jamaica time. We're going to continue to talk about this topic. Tony Damon, I missed you being here. Thank you so much. Joyce, Susie, Humans Against the Fridge, Queen Aisha, Peaceful Sistrin, Vermont Paints, Dallas County Scratchers, all of you, you remarkable, Nell Court, you amazing human beings, Dre, the CEO, all of you. I love all of you. I love all of you. Thank you so much. Bridget Clark. Love you, Bridget. Love you. Love all of you. I see all of you in a few. Let's raid the boss. Remember, you are all awesome. Awesome. You are greatness personified. You are remarkable. You are magic. We will continue to talk about this tomorrow. I always have a great time with you, Madonna Frida. Always, Miss Friedman, always. We're going to be singing some more songs. So, we love all of you. Thank you so very much. Let's raid my brother from another mother, TR. All right? Love all of you. See you all tomorrow if you have the time. Love you.